5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Up the middle, it's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
For the defense, their goal is not changing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw his Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. His throw incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Carr to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Slant to Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
Deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down and goal. Carr. He's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
The football, it's loose. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On play action, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards that time.
And they were backed up to start the drive, and not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 17-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first down at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we're trying to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, Renfro bringing it in over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
One down. 92. 93. 93.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter three is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So that challenge, a successful one. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Now a play fake. Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Carr's pass. Complete to Matt Collins. A gain of 17 yards.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
At the 35-yard line.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So offsides the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Again, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
A gain of 6. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
93.
Here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. Carr will look to throw. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And that is caught for the 2 points. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got him in, complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. McManus now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 23-yard run as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete to number 83. A gain of 13 yards.
They go play action with Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Chandler Jones is now over 100 sacks in his career and has had at least 10 in each of his last 7 full seasons. Las Vegas, they got real good, real fast when they landed him in the offseason.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They run it again with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the fit.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, 43 yards.
And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okurebunom.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their